Hello Sagittarius, this is Lesley Ormsby, psychic medium, teacher of spiritual and mystical things and so much more. Sorry, I'm trying to changing up my little introduction here, and I forgot what I was going to do, and it's different every time kind of, but with the same sort of beginning, but it's yeah, okay, and anyway, I'm just going with the flow of it, okay? So anyway, that's what come out this time. So anyway, welcome to my YouTube channel, Sagittarius. And I just want to say thank you to all of you who have subscribed and or left a message or a thumbs up on my YouTube channel. And I really appreciate your support and helping me to grow my channel. And it just helps to me to be able to do other things on my channel as I develop the channel with more subscribers and comments and things like that. So anyway, and I'd just like to take this opportunity to also invite those of you who haven't subscribed to my channel to either do that now or at the end of the video and leave a comment or a thumbs up. I'd be most appreciative. Okay, so anyway, so just a reminder that these reads are general reads, so all the messages that come through. This is a weekly one. I'm doing the weekly one for the month of Tuesday, for the month of June. So it's Tuesday the 6th of June that I'm recording this. So your videos or messages come out on a Wednesday. On Wednesday, so yeah, obviously you'll be watching this now on Wednesday. So so anyway, and I'm just tuning, as I'm shuffling, I'm just tuning into spirit, and when I just asked, connecting with the universe and this energy of Sagittarius, of course, because I'm working with you right now, and asking what messages come through for them that they have for you, that you'll most benefit from in this next week from today's date. But also I'm just letting, they also talk, this could be, I haven't time stamped these because as like with the end time, even though I've said they're weekly, it's from this week, it's probably it's highly likely that some of you will, or a lot of you will feel it right now. It could maybe more, begin at the end of this week, okay, for you. But whatever it is for you, it is for you. So if it resonates, like I say, just take what does and leave what doesn't. On saying that, it may not be unfolding until near the end of the week or the beginning of the next week on saying that. So just keep that in mind. The other thing is some of you may be in it right now, and that's really cool and experiencing it. So it'll be more of a confirmation for you, and maybe a little bit more clarification for you as well. And also some of you may be moving into it, or you may have an intuitive feeling about what might be coming up. So this will maybe help with some clarification as well. Okay. Cool. So where am I going? So otherwise, check out one of the other signs, which will help bring a little bit more of a comprehensive view of overview or view about what could be happening this month or this week or this or month in the next week or so. Okay. So let me see. So anyway, the first card out, I'm using the Angel Oracle cards here by Sandra and Taylor. So the first card out is 39, and this is to do with the 5th chakra, which is Archangel Gabriel, that's connecting in with here. So let me see, where are they going? There may be something about you wanting or needing to express yourself or having done that or coming to the end of that, because 3 is about balance. So it's about balancing the way that in which you're communicating and how you communicate. So you may be finding that you're maybe not needing or required to speak much or communicate much lately or in the next week or two, which is kind of like I'm hearing for some of you a relief actually, and you maybe, and it's and more concentrating on other things for you, okay? Because 9 for me is something is coming to an end. For some of you, it may be that you this week is a time because we're in the waning moon phase, because there is a new moon coming in, on the Sunday the 21st, so this coming Sunday, which is a new moon, and also with an eclipse with it as well. So you know, it's a good time. So something, maybe you may be wrapping up some projects in that sort of a sense, because this is what this waning moon phase is about, coming into the new moon energy. It's a good time to wrap up some old projects, to allow the new ones to happen without any crap that's or anything like crap, if you're looking, depending on what it is, or anything that's been like tailing after it, so you can fully concentrate on what the new things that are going on, rather than having to look over your shoulder or dragging something else along, whether it be like like not necessarily in a spiritual sort of thing, or in a healing way or whatever, baggage from the past. It's not just about that, but it's a good time to release that stuff as well. And bring closure to any like conflicts around you, within you, or in your circle of friends or family, that sort of thing. It's it's just a good time to let go and release, so you're not taking anything through into this new phase that you're going into. Cool. Basically, or or offset off, put things off kilter, in the sense of progress, for in the new phase. Okay, as you're shifting, as you're transitioning into it, and as you're moving through it. Okay, so there's two things going on there. Cool. Okay, so Archangel Gabriel is like bringing through his energy to help you to move through that. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. See that amazing blue so through there? So there must be a lot of energy there's a lot of learning energy that I'm feeling that's picking up there with him, coming through with the throat chakra, because normally I see Archangel Michael connected with that, and that's but so there's a difference that's going on with what you are communicating out there. Okay, so there may be a change in what you're doing and how you're teaching or something like that, or you may go into more of a teaching role with what you're communicating nowadays, or it may be that you're doing something but something else, that's like sharing information through teaching or knowledge in some way or form. Oh, interesting. Cool. That's cool. So I'm just shuffling again. So there's maybe some shuffling around as you move through that transition, because they just drawing me to the word shuffle. Okay. Wow. So there is two fours there, double fours. 44, a woman holding a heart. Okay, so for some of you, there is literally a woman holding a heart, and I do feel like for some of you, it will be a woman that's in spirit, or two women in spirit that will be holding a heart. It's like pushing, or pushing through lots of love energy through a phase that you may be going through, to help you through something, So that's really interesting. So because 4 is about grounding. It's about, there's something, in your foundation. It's about foundation and grounding and security. That's all to do with finances, but also to do within the family as well. Stability within families. So it's about creating and being in a firm one is quite a big thing. It's also security. You may be looking for security in the direction of where you're wanting to go, whether it be for work or something like that. Bringing in that income to create that foundation with money or finances, as well as or in the family. Okay, whatever that is for you. So there may be a couple of women that are on this side as well, not just in spirit, who are there to help to encourage you to do what it is that you need to do for you. And I feel like I'm hearing it's taking some risks, and also doing something I feel like is kind of like out of the ordinary, so which is where some of these risks are, but also doing what it is that you need to do in order to bring in the money as well, because it's like, even though I feel like some of you will feel like you may be going off track, and some of you will actually be going off track, but it's like, and saying that the going off track will bring you back onto track. It makes sense to me. I know what I'm talking about, but they're just giving me that. Looks like, how did that? But so some of you may be a little bit confused with what I just said, but if you stop and think about it, like there's some learning. So along the way, so it's a learning for yourself, but it's also some learning that you may be giving others that will bring you back onto track to where you want to go. There's information out there, okay? And the reason is why you're needing to do that is because there may be some financial constraints that are coming up for you, or you may be in it right now. So it's like you need to do whatever you need to do to get this money coming in. There may be that sort of feeling, but there's a change, but it's like there's a new beginning in that sense for you that's coming up. So some of you will be going into something that it may not be like that, just what I just described. You may have to go that way to get to this, to get back on track, because there is something that you need to either to experience that will take you back onto that track, okay? And that will relieve some of the financial constraints. Some of you may be just coming out of that, hence the direction, but because this has come after that, I'm feeling like for it may be there, or it may be coming, or you may be in it already. Yeah. But I guess you'll know which way you are with this when you listen to this. So there's something that's coming to an end with that, because, or a new beginning in the way that's, on saying that, there's a new beginning in either the way that you're thinking about it, and there's some sort of balance about how that works, how it all works for you, and how it can work for you. But also it's like looking at, it's about bringing balance in there. So there's something somehow, somewhere along the line, it's like, I feel like something's coming to you. See, the cupboards are empty. And I feel like there is like, but the cupboard is like empty or low, but there's definitely some sort of change, because one is about new beginnings, but it's a new or a rebirth, and being at oneness with the self, okay, and being one with all. So there's something deeper going on here in that understanding of about the financial constraints and that sort of thing, but there's some sort of balance that's coming around. Some of you are going to say, be like, finally, but there was like, with these two, there's some sort of movement with that, okay? And I feel like for some of you may be like in it right now, and there's a breakthrough that, because there's with it, and because this other energy is here and like encouraging you to move through it, to keep going, to find that balance with it. And some of you is like there's an opportunity or opportunities to step out of it. It's just that you may be needing to go somewhere where you don't really want to go, and some of you may be going somewhere where you kind of do want to go, but you're maybe like humming and hawing about it, but it's like, okay, but with the knowing in the back, it's like, this is okay, I'm going to go that way, but I know it's not going to be forever, it's just for meantime, but it's going to take you back on your path, like what they're just saying. Either way, it's going to take you back on your path. It's like, just for now, I'm hearing, or for a while. And it's like I'm hearing it's not about giving up on something else, or letting it go. It's like it's keeping your foot in your toe in the water or something, like, you know, you still got your foot in the door, basically. But I'm actually seeing a toe in the water, which is interesting. But either way, oh, see? Oh, okay, because then we have number 34, and it's got door to personal healing and happiness. So whatever it is that you're doing, you know, it's like because I'm hearing like shifting the mindset as well. There's something to do there where you have, you know, like it's about, you know, like your relationship with money or finances and stuff like that, and how you create it, or, you know, or you don't create it, basically. You know, that's where I'm hearing like you're like, yeah, but it's like switching it around to how you create it. So it's like, in that sense, it's like how you create it, and not going into the other, how you don't create it. It's like, but I know what it's like. I have been there, and you know, it's like, what is going on here? But it's like, it's shifting your focus, okay, with that one. But there's something that, you know, there's some balance with the grounding side of things to do with that, the financial side of things, and there's like an understanding or an epiphany that's coming in, so for you. So going back to like this waning moon phase, it's like this, that's why it's really important to to like let go and release and, you know, heal any acknowledge any like conflicts or anything that's going on at the moment with yourself, or whatever's going around with you that's connected with you, and so leaving it in that space. It's like, because I'm hearing like this is like for you, personal healing and happiness, of course, but when we go into that space, it emanates out, you know, and we start to like, our energy expands, we start to go do what it is that we have to do, because we already know where we want to go and how we're going to do it to some degree, but it's not, there are some things that we probably rather not do, but we're having to do it anyway so we can move on. So really utilizing this moon energy, this waning moon energy to help release as you're moving into this new moon energy. So we have, you know, number 29 in the deck at this time, and you know, there's two, and I feel like there's something to do with relationships around it. So, you know, because 2 is about relationships, so it's like bringing someone in with a relationship or a partnership or a friend, you know, maybe, or into your space, whatever that is, could be work or business, whatever, but into the family. But there's also the relationship and how we relate to others, and how they and how they relate to us. So it's like yeah, so it's recognizing our stuff basically, in part, and how the relationship plays out or works, okay, for that one. So there's something going on there. There's something coming to an end in that way with relationships. Not saying that in a relationship it's going to end. It may do for some of you, or there may be a distancing, but I feel like it's an understanding and how the relationship works, and for yourself, and maybe for the other person or persons as well. So with the world, and there's something that's coming to an end in that way. But 2 and, you know, 9 is 11. So there's, you know, that is about new beginnings as well. So, and it's 11. So there's something new coming up. It's just about taking action into it. So I'm going to these, to the tarot cards now to like give it a little bit more of an idea, a little bit more clarification it may be. So then we have the 3 of Cups, which is in reverse. And the 3 of Cups is about celebration. So there's, with it, you know, the Cups is about feelings and emotions, but it's about, you know, also our intuition and creativity. And it's also about relationships and emotional connection with yourself and others, which is interesting. We have that too there. So this is obviously definitely about relationships. So getting in touch with your feelings. So don't resist it, because there's some sort of celebration that's coming. Should you choose to go there with yourself, and it's like, hooray. And it's just like, oh, that's really nice. Let's have a dinner. Let's get together and have dinner to seal it, you know, to bring it. It's like, I was just about did hear like to seal the deal, but it could be that for some of you, but it could be a deal that you're sealing, but for some of you it's just to like to bring in that like closure, is in sealing the energy in there. That yes, it's like sealing the deal in a way. Okay, cool. So, and there's 3 of them in there having a little celebrating there. So there's something about that, okay, coming up for you. It's like, should you choose to go there and take that mission on, it's like that is a highly possible outcome for you. And it may be that, it may be just a celebration with you, but that was achieved, because definitely like the world is there out for you, out there for you. It's to achieve and do, you know, create whatever it is that you're wanting to create. And then we have the Hermit as the last card that's come out. So there's patience and maturity and prudence that's come with, that the Hermit brings out, that energy. Okay, so it's like you've been patient, you've been prudent, and you've matured in that time, in a certain amount of time with all that. It's like, and this is where I feel like this, with this being, you know, in that upside down position or the reverse position, the 3 of Cups, I'm turning it up now. It's like it's also be patient as well. It's like be patient with yourself, and you have been to some degree, but it's about still being patient, being mature and prudent about, you know, in that energy about, you know, in the future, going forward with this coming together, or this this healing process with yourself and with those around you that are connected to this. Okay, absolutely beautiful. Oh, what a beautiful, how beautiful is that? So anyway, I'm going to leave it there. It's like I've got nothing else to say, and they're all there. They're just like, I'm just left with this beautiful energy that's around me. So I'd like to thank my, you know, these energy beings, these light beings that are connecting with us more so, and bringing their energy forward. On saying that, they're just saying because that's because you've allowed us so to come forward. But anyway, so I'd like to thank them, as well as any of those energies who've come to join us to help pass on the messages, and to those of you who resonate with this, or can, you know, who get it. Okay, anyway, cool. I'm just going to leave that there now. So we leave you with lots of love, peace, harmony, and joy, excitement, and adventure. Okay, bye for now.